Okay, this time it actually works. I made a mistake. Sorry for that. Hello everybody. Good evening. Sunday evening, 8 o'clock. A little bit past already. So that means it's time for my semi-regular sacred to remaster stream. And today, as the title already said, I'm going to explore Seraphim Island and beyond. And beyond depends a little bit at how much time I'm actually going to spend here, because there are a couple of side quests I need to do. So with that in mind, there's a few things. I also need to warn people this time. At some point, I will encounter somebody whose wording may appear quite offensive to people. Keep in mind, this game was developed 20 years ago. And at that time, some of the things being said and done were considered differently and not as frowned upon as what we think of today. So, if you noticed something in this game that's in this particular area that maybe offend you, keep in mind 20 years ago the mindset was more like that. Don't be oversensitive. Don't be angry, because the whole thing of this particular part and that particular conversation is actually done to shape that mindset. It is done as a joke about that mindset, as a characteristic. So it's not meant to offend people, it's meant to actually show people, hey, listen, you are thinking like this, but it's not exactly okay. That's the general idea behind it. If you even then still feel offended for it, well, feel free to leave the stream or to stop watching the video or the bot or whatever, because there's nothing I can do about it. I have to do that. I have to do the part of the quest, and I will going to do that. So this is just a warning from my side. Don't be offended by something that's meant as a joke.
No, I don't really have any special plans today. Take your time.
Let's, before I'm even going there, let's do some side quests.
It can't be far now.
Well, some quests are quite easy actually.
Mission completed.
I want to talk to the first part of the quest given me, please. This lady, by the way, is not one of the story character that's being offensive, and I completely forgot about that. Oh, never mind. Let's help the Seraphim. Ah, funny. Okay.
Ooh, aren't you the dark and mysterious one? Well, you won't get a word out of me about the great machine, so don't go trying. Not that their ladyships even care about it anymore now, do they? The rest of Ancaria could tumble about their ears and they wouldn't notice, so long as they had their tea-wolves for hunting and singing ice crystals to make that horrid music. Nope, my lips are sealed. That pedestal has been empty for centuries, but I'd never tell the likes of you that I've seen the bits of the missing sculpture in the old abandoned wing where the living quarters used to be. Of course, Mr. Giles the librarian wouldn't have any qualms about dealing with you, would he? 2 peas in a pod you are. My advice is to steer clear of him altogether. No telling what secrets he might reveal if you gave him a few pieces of the missing sculpture.
You got it, lady. Thanks for the warning.
Yep. Her lips are sealed, indeed. Now. Horsey? No, not the horse. I want my doggy. Where's the dog? Still inside. Alright, doggy, let's go. Time for a walk. Oh, hang on. Wait, never mind. Now I'm curious if this episode will yield just as many unique and set pieces as the previous one. Let's see. We'll see. Well, lots of monsters to kill. And Urban Warrior came in. Welcome. Where is a good place to XP farm? Well, I heard a lot of people like the swamps to do that, but personally, for me, it's just doing the quests and get everything slaughtered along the way between the quest giver and the quest location, and the way back is where I found the best XP. Because as you can see, I'm currently getting about 1.5k for a kill, and with the current setup you already get 1k or more experience points from simply accepting a little bit of the quest. So if the quest says go talk to a person, the moment you get there, you introduce yourself, bang, experience points, and that person even hasn't done anything else yet. So the swamp is a good place, the desert is a good place, but like I said, personally, just doing the quests and explore would be better. That's my opinion. I hope that answers answered your question. Also,
Come on.
it
Or
may
is that all you've got?
depend a little bit on your character and skills. That's also of an influence. Some characters, like Pyro Elves, actually have a harder time in this area as a melee character or a ranged character. As you can see, picked up just a quest piece, and it will happen again. 1.5k experience points. I didn't even do anything. I only picked up the quest piece. So main quest and side quests all have that mechanic where you get experience points for simply doing something that's related to the quest. I hope that answered your question a little bit. So we have to go to the other side of the map, and I'm going to do that with a detour. First, I want that monolith. We have a quest giver up here. I will take this path. We will go down and pick up the Orcish Necromancer quest, because I'm going to spoil things a little bit, but because after this the main quest will point us here as well, and you actually get 2 quest updates. That may make things a little bit confusing. Besides, like I said, exploring and killing things is sometimes easier and more fun.
This liver still looks good.
Best. Looks like I need to update my Nether Elite stones. Right. This is what I forgot. Soldier level 54, but if I pick the other weapon, it's 52. And I had that one, my fire axe, equipped. So let's summon them, because now they're actually a level above me, which also makes them a little bit more close to what my enemies will be. Slay ice elementals and bring crystals. Sure. 20. 20. Kill him. Them. Always nice for a game that you have to do something that you actually get an overload of what you need nearby. Outside there are different kind of monsters nearby. That usually means you have to do that to deal with those now. Dungeon. Single-handed. Sell that. Actually not that bad late armor. This is also quite nice. Plus 3 combat art skills. Yeah. So everything I have in here will be 3 levels up. As said, quite nice. Probably, yep. It was shown. So, like I said, okay, monolith and very well. And I need that resurrection monolith for fast transport if I want to. But also to make sure that I'm able to get anywhere. War Axe of Aggression 205. It's actually worse as what I got. Even my last weapon is having higher damage output as this one at a lower level. I really love the drops in this game. And let's see, where is the rest? No, I'm not going to do things that way. Because, like I said, I also want to pick up personal quest, at least for a little bit. And we have another dragon memorial statue. The first sacred underworld part actually was always making references about Seraphim and dragons, which is why we have those statues here. Including this. Now, for those of you who played Skyrim, remember that dragons at some point were considered as divine and all that. But the years before that, a game actually said it isn't. So, 3 more. Down 2. Can't see those ice elementals down here anyway. We will poke. Look at that. Elven soldier. Commander Winderly. That was the same guy we killed a long time ago. Then he does that. And it doesn't update. Ah, yeah, it does. Here we are. Next. So, we get some explanation. So first we being resurrected by the relics, then the relics were stolen by others and we had to find them, and now we are the ones who take it to a spot where we can actually destroy the relics. And we get a special
That was easy.
task. Okay. This is going to be fun. wait. I have a weapon called Dragon Slayer. So let's use the weapon called Dragon Slayer to actually slay a dragon.
This is what I call fighting.
Well, yeah, you got a point. Come back here. Ha! Bugged. I'll be... Thank goodness I've got combat parts. But I have no idea how much health that bugger got left now.
I share your fate, corpse.
Ah, we got it. We got it. Now what? We should be teleporting out. But I think, because this thing got bugged, I won't be able to teleport out. This is absolutely right. Very nice bug. So I actually managed to get the quest done and I'm stuck. Well, not entirely, because this is one of the reasons why I got that monolith. As the resurrection monolith are also the locations where you can teleport to if needed. And in this case, it was needed. We're going to go back to that location, kill any ice elemental we may run into. And continue the story. This is okay. Yeah, I think it's funny. At least to me it is. Because I've been playing the old Seraphim 2. Not the remastered version, but the original version. And that bug didn't appear in it. What I think is what happened is I didn't defeat the dragon on the ground in quotes, normal fight, but instead I used combat art. That may actually be the reason why it's updating and not teleporting me out. So I'm going to do this. Oh wait, wasn't that F keys? Yeah. Because both the stone monsters and the ice monsters elementals are doing magic damage, among other ones.
The next task is waiting.
We got a throwing weapon. Although it's quite nice for the Dryad. So the next location we have to go to is here, and that's actually why I said beyond, because we need to go there at some point. For now, we're going to focus on this quest again and the main quest. So I will head to the main quest area, get that conversation I mentioned at the start, and then continue with the story. And have fun, because I was never thinking I would actually be able to get to level 50. We're already beyond. This is going to be one of the most dangerous areas for me. But on the other hand, with those skellies, I may survive pretty well. Get back here. Ouch. So, main character. That way. Because you have to make a slight turn. Thinking about doing a no stat piece challenge at some point. And if I'm going to do that, it will probably be with a dual wield Seraphim. So, or actually, it's going to be more like a no special item challenge, as in no stats, no units, just anything up to yellow weapons.
Was it because of my bad breath?
Won't be this character. Well, maybe because I'm partially doing it anyway. Maybe I will, but without the use of scullies.
Come here,
General.
creature.
No, I think a dual wield Seraphim is actually better. Pyro High Elf, maybe a good choice too. Dryad, maybe a good choice. We'll see. almost there. Here we are. First merchant. Need to keep that one. Potions. 20. Is that enough? Yeah, I think so. Ha! +2 blacksmithing while the blacksmithing skill isn't working. Well, I'm going to keep it anyway. It's so this is going to be the episode with all the joking stuff in it. Well, good to know. And this is going to be the conversation I mentioned at the start.
Welcome! Fellow worshipper of beauty, are you? Same as me? Of course you are. Who could blame you? All those lovely seraphim hanging about. It's a wonder your eyes don't pop right out of your head. And aren't you the sneaky one? Nicked a few bits of statuary, have you? A few choice pieces, firm round globes, one or two of the old naughty bits? But no, it's a sculpture of the great machine, isn't it? Pedestal in the village square, lost for centuries. Women tear off their clothes in front of it. Well done indeed. Interesting, that machine. Network of pipes, drains magic energy from the world, stores it up, peephole in the third floor loo. I've studied all about it. But the location of the hub was lost during the Great War, wasn't it? Sophia probably knows where it is, not that she'd tell you. Oldest of the Seraphim, legs up to their lovely great orbs, never misses her daily shower. And, oh, is that the time? Excuse me, I must hurry.
How did I wind up here? This has to be a very special item.
And I'm not going to use that item. As a matter of fact, I might as well sell it right away. Like I said, I'm not going to use that item. That one is going to be put in the inventory.
Thank you.
The general storage. So, we need to go to Sophia. But there's also our side quest. So, let's do that first. Because that lady isn't done with us yet. person.
The next task is waiting.
And now stone elementals. Okay. So this time I'm going to take this part.
I have almost reached my destination.
Well, that's about time, because I need 15 times that destination. These guys are also 7.
This is what I call
Still 5 levels above me. Something to do the spells I can. Because every once in a while I'm a little bit too often frozen. That's actually one of the problems I'm having lately. Those stone elementals are doing fire. I think. No, I'm not going. Yeah, maybe going there. But stone elementals are doing magic, fire, and a little bit
There can
of
be
poison
only
damage.
one.
So I could deal with that if I, for instance, add one of these orbs of each. But fire is the highest damage output, which also means that I would basically need 4 orbs. 1 poison, 1 magic, and 2 fire. Except I only have a choice for 2. Sorry, for 3. So which one to skip? Especially since my fire orbs aren't really the highest class of the 3. Same as him, magic and ice, so I could do 2 ice, 1 magic. That's actually a death. She's got a nice quest too. Oh, that one is... Yep, most likely off the island. Well, demons. Of course. Hopefully this time I am teleported back.
In life, I feared you, but not in death. That was easy.
Well, here we go. More important, I'm able to do more damage now. Because we leveled up. Yippee-yay. Constitution. We halved it. In armor. 44, and I still have points left, so I will get indeed close to level 45 before this one is on par. But that also means at level 75 I will be able to master those three in one go. One more point in him. 11 in him. Okay. So. See the healing 1? That's on the demons. So they're doing additional damage to me.
Lucky hit.
I think a dragon slayer might actually be a better weapon to fight with demons.
That was easy.
Okay, let's go. Whoa!
I'm still standing.
My combat art isn't doing what I have, what it has to.
No one can stop me.
Well, and I just said, I think 20 potions is enough. Well, it isn't. Or maybe it is.
Feel the pain.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mission completed.
Time until teleport. See, there we go. This was, up to now, the closest goal I had in this game. I mean, I used several health potions to survive. Let's see if we get anything good out of this. Boom, tactics lower. We got damage and leech. Combat arts. Well, 20 potions was enough. Just wasn't expecting it. Okay, so now we've got that done. Still need to get one of those elementals. Or two.
My blades are dripping with blood.
So we got it. Time to head back. I thought we had opened that one. This also means we have the last of the side quests in this area done.
Lucky hit.
Important piece of renewal.
The beasts must die.
Which means with the last of the side quests done, that we're going to enter another area where the Dragon Slayer will be absolutely terrific.
Finished. On with the text.
Because I don't see any side quests and we explored everything but this and that, and it isn't. Oh, wait, no, we do have another side quest. Weird. Well, 25 health potions. No idea if I'm actually hitting the guy. Yeah, now. Somehow this fight is going to be easier as the undead dragon. Although I'm still getting hit. But he's 4 levels above me, so. It's funny that I'm getting don't think there's any chest in here. No. So, we actually defeated 2 dragons today.
The next task is waiting.
And almost 50k in experience. Now, that's useful. What we got? Spider's Protector, Spider's Protector. A very good room for a higher elf, for a dryad, but the funny thing is I can use it as well and it will give me the same stats with the exception of the golden blade touch because I don't have that, but the opponent's chances to reductions are very nice for me. Just like I can actually use these for leech. So done. That means, at least I hope now, everything's done and it's time to talk to Miss Sophia. The occasional hold up. Visit merchant before we go. I think that's a good idea. This portal is actually leading to this area. So for everybody who wants to speed run the game, there was an opportunity to move from one side of the island to another. So I got one amulet to 5. That one's already better. It's the unique I had. That also means I can drop him. Just play. No, not yet. Look at that, 226. Actually better as what I have, even at level 56. And then we got an X 180. Right. So it's off to Sophia. He's wearing some nice armor, for sure. The thing is, this armor won't be in the game for the Seraphim, which is a pity. On the other hand, the armor her two guardians, bodyguards, whatever, are wearing is in the game, just in different colors. I think Sophia's armor is in the original the Sacred Underworld game, though. So, a few things now.
You do not fool me, creature of darkness. Your eyes are dead, and your soul is black. You come seeking information, and that is what you shall get, even though what I have to say is not what you want to hear. I shall tell you truths, although you have no interest in the truth. There is but one God. You may believe differently, that there are many gods such as Kibali, Lumen, Kerr, and so forth. But those are all mere aspects of the one true Creator, and we Seraphim were his angels. I shall not waste my time telling you how Ankaria came to exist. But suffice it to say that the Creator was less than satisfied with this world and its warring races. He decided to abandon it until such time, if any, as it could find equilibrium. He left us Seraphim behind to guard and to guide it. This we did successfully for centuries, but inexplicably the Creator never returned. Then came the Great Dragon War, in which Maria, our leader, was lost. After that, the Seraphim withdrew from the world, leaving it to its own fate. Now we wait, frustrated by the evil actions of such as you, yet hopeful that one day things may change. Enough. You are a lackey, and I detect the presence of your master outside. Go lick his boots before he decides you are no longer worth his time.
Okay, lady, if that's what you want to. Then, personal opinion, I don't think her voice is
Sooner
so
or
deep.
later, you're going to have to get off your high horse, and it's going to be a long fall.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. And I was about to say, I don't think her voice sounds sexy. At least not to me. So we have new boots. But it's at the same level as we already have. Okay. This is something I don't have. Our master is all the way back. So now that's where that portal comes in handy. One disadvantage, I had to leave my puppy at the spot where I'm actually parked. So that means the moment we arrive at the other portal, I will have to find the boot, which I don't think is that much of a problem. damage we're doing. No, that just came from go that way though. It's not still that way. Yeah, I am heading in the right direction. Don't tell me I went. I've moved in circles, really. Yep, I thought so. Don't worry, Fifi. I'll be back.
The world is the work of one creator? Hogwash! But whether Kerr is a goddess in her own right, or merely one aspect of the Supreme Being, there is no denying that her time has come. And no philosophical drivel will change that. The important find is the sculpture. We never knew what the great machine looked like, only pieces of it. Now we must concentrate on finding the location of the hub. Even a fool such as you must know that the Seraphim won't tell us anything. But we don't need them. There are creatures even older than war angels, the dragons. Although he lost the great dragon war, the old dragon still lives, and he is certain to know how to find the hub. You must find him and persuade him to tell you. Who knows? He may even be willing to fight for our cause. It will be a dangerous journey, however. Visit the librarian again before you go. That man knows more than he admits, and perhaps he will tell you how to protect yourself in the land of the dragons.
He's probably really smart when he has his wits about him.
So, back to the librarian. Well, the good news is I'm close by.
Had a good chat with Sophia, did you? Quite an eyeful. I bet you wouldn't mind a wrestling match with that angel now, would you? Of course you would. Rumor has it you're headed for the dragon territory. Danger is your middle name, eh? What you'll need is some protection. No, not that kind. I'm talking about magic. Something to ward off their fire. An amulet made of dragon heart scales is what you need. Pick up one of those along the way and you'll be all set.
Thank you. You can return to your drawings now.
That's one way to put it. Let's see what we can actually sell off. 13 nice. 10. 35. Most of the merchants is actually a little bit soft, I think. I'll be cleaning up a little bit.
This has to be a very special item.
Not that it helps. But at least there is a little bit more room. Over time I will remove a few other things with other characters to get more room as well. So we need to go to the dragon territories now. Yes. How? We have to go back there again. And the first time I had to go there, I was actually quite confused because of the location of the quest marker. I'll show you the house and the whys. So everybody who played this game and never got beyond this point, it's a little bit tricky. If you actually, on the other hand, play this game and always exploring, you may actually find the house and the whys. Otherwise, there is another way. Although I'm not sure. The way it looks is you have to go through here. Except you can't go to the back. There is nothing here in the back. And the thing is still pointing. So my first thought was, okay, let's go up the stairs and see if I'm able to travel over that. No, going up the stairs. You can't. Then it looks like, but wait a sec, it looks like there's a path up here. Because there are staircases and you see these spikes all the way from where we arrived to. So like I said, it's a little bit confusing. If you start following along the sides here, and actually keep following the path, you will eventually end up at the back. And look at that, a big gate. Now, before I'm going to enter this, I am going to do a minor break here. So get something to drink or to eat, well, to snack maybe, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. like for waiting. I am completely ready now to enter that cave. And that's the beyond part of the stream title. What we're going to face is actually more of the same what we saw on this island. So lots of stone elementals. You won't see any Seraphim though. So that's a disadvantage. No, it isn't. Because they have been in general not really useful anyway. And we're going to have a lot of fun here. And annoyances actually. Because those stone monsters are throwing rocks at us up to the point that at some point I'm like, okay, are you done yet? I'm glad I got the skellies. Also, this area is called Carnot Cave, and there's a reason for that. It's named after one of the monsters we will encounter. Don't step in that hole over there, because that's not the destination. These are pretty easy actually. But rather, 60. There's still 6 levels above. Probably the boss is also 6 levels above. Don't get him. And him. Now, we see the surface here, and we see a little bit of different lines. That's our quest pointer, and he's actually below the surface and not above it. So there's a bit of overlap here. We also see this. These are the caves we need to go to. These are... No, that's the path we have to take. Let's put it differently. And there are our other...
Now, I'm going to get serious. Not bad.
Well, it's slowly starting to see.
You can't stop me either. You
Why?
will have defeated me
They
when my
are
head
so
comes
annoying.
away from my neck.
Look at that. Those are either... No, those are orcs. All that. It's also little noise up there. I'm able to talk to whatever this guy is. Well, I know what this
What
guy
are you
is.
doing way out here? You don't look like a hunter, and you're definitely not a Black Hammer rebel. A heart scale? Forget it. It's way too risky to attack a settled dragon, and only theirs are true heart scales. The roaming ones you can kill, but if you want any chance of surviving in this region, you better be on good terms with the settled ones. Those are the old nasty buggers. Listen, today is your lucky day. This Black Hammer guy just freed a bunch of humans. If we can catch and deliver 20 of them to the settled dragon alive, he'll give us a nice reward. They're not worth anything dead. You see, dragons like their food warm and wriggling. Here's the tricky bit. They know they're supposed to be dragon chow, so they'd rather die than come back. I have a way
If
to change
that
their
leaves
minds.
a scar.
Just touch them with this, and they're magically compelled to do whatever we say. We can go twice as fast, too, because I've got 2 of them. Here, you can have this one. You never know. There might even be some pretty girls in this batch.
To bumper off would be easier, to be honest, but all right.
So the guys were actually standing on top. Now, to get things done, we need to go this way.
You're brave from a distance.
While for the light campaign, we actually had to go that way. So basically, the path splits. It's the same thing that happens a lot. It splits, get back together. It splits, get back together. There are certain points where you actually, this is what I mean about being annoying. That means I need to deal
Yes,
with
defend
them
yourself.
before I'm actually able to continue with the main quest. So in the main quest, you don't have to capture the slaves again. This is what the story tells. Yeah. But like I said, this is the annoyance of those rock growing buggers that at some point that are just useless. Especially for a melee character, because you always need to go there. With the ranged, it's actually easier. And we got 2 out of it. Let's say it says 1, but it is actually 6. Or 2. So if I'm not mistaken, we got 8 right now. And look at that. So that guy actually said that we have 2 of those things, so we can work twice as fast. It is, if I'm not mistaken, I currently had 11, 13. So if we have to do this together, why am I doing all the work? 6. I think the last group maybe 2. Oh. That reflective emanation is doing a great job. One, two, three. So it's not 20, it's even more than 20. Mirage Hollows. Whoa! This is a wonderful weapon for a Dryad. 11 dexterity, 23% poison. And on top of that also has some magic. Ice. I actually have better ice weapons, but the one offensive skills makes it better. Jeez, man. Full constitution is nice. Chance to weaken. Minus 13 is nice. Okay, let's move on. Because we aren't there yet.
Damn it!
Have to get all 20 groups, not just 20 straight play. We've done, yeah, we've got it all. Time to clear out the area. 31 health potions. That should be, in theory anyway,
Now it's my turn.
Deal with it. Dragon. If it isn't, I got a big problem. Because I can't buy any. So that means we'll have to farm another area for health pots. And I don't want to touch dragon yet. That will trigger the main quest even before I want to trigger the main quest. And we already have a problem that it's actually focusing on the dragon the moment I'm getting close. Okay, 32 health potions. If there's anything left, it doesn't look like it. So, all the silver. Let's talk to him.
Thanks, you can sod off now. Anything else? Give you a reward? Afraid that ain't gonna happen. What? You're still here? Alright then. Here's your reward. I was hungry anyway, so I'll eat you fast.
I thought you only ate my food.
There's a lot of DOT on it. Here we go again. Stop flying, piece of... Don't jump back, please.
Off to the underworld with you.
Indeed.
This has to be a very special item.
Blessed relic of the antidote. Hey. Well, we got him. We got steel flamberge with doom. But this is... well, I was about to say very nice, but it's actually extremely nice. Selling price makes that one useful. This is also a good item. So I'm going to move that way. 83, 86, 91, 145. Absolutely wonderful piece. Although if you look at the color, you barely see the difference. But trust me, there is a light shade of yellow on this one. There's a lighter shade of yellow on those two, as to him. I don't know if it shows up well in the VOD, but it is. So, very nice drop. Those amulets are quite nice too. I can put this in armor, combined with I already dropped that in the... what's his name? General. Yes. So, let's continue with the story.
Was he annoyed? I've never seen him in such a grumpy mood, and obviously never will again. Sorry, bud. Hope you don't think this was a trap just to try to get you killed. At least you got your heart scale. There's a more trustworthy dragon east of here, who needs a similar service. He's a friend of the old dragon, so if you help him out, there's a good chance he'll send you to the big one.
Right.
It would be fine with me if I didn't have to play tag with them again.
Which means that we're currently here. There's only one way out to get there. And that's this path. And this whole area is one big maze. There's also something else over here. Some treasure. You see lots of skellies here. I don't know if they are actually the killers. Probably were. And I completely forgot about that. Well, in a way, it's actually not important because this will give me an experience boost at the point that by the time you kill the dragon, the timer already ran out. So, yeah, not the best location. You have to time the fight that way. You see, we came from here. So we have to go.
You can't stop me either.
So then here. That way.
You call that fighting? Don't lose your head.
So the normal monsters are actually no friend. Not at all. Yes, we're heading in the right direction. The bosses are we're going to need, let's check. I always like to check for this. 478,000 experience points. So we have to
Now
kill
I'm going to get serious.
minor 450 stone throwing buggers or little dragons. Little dragons are actually more useful because those give more experience points. A bit crowded. So that blade you just got is an annealed blade. Really? Of frost. Damage, physical and poison. And it gives 21%. Don't you just love the auto generators? It has frost in its name, it's doing poison damage and it gives a boost to fire. And that path is what you take in the light. Yellow ring. Damage slower. This really makes me think. Get that one. that one. I can't take this one. The combat discipline is a good choice, and I also need the Death Warrior. So basically, I don't have that much of a choice. I think Death Warrior is a choice. That's also a dragon. Well, that's using a dragon. Lava jump, very nice. And side quest. Make sure that you get more experience points, so we don't need to kill 450,000 monsters for the next level. What's your problem, buddy? New quest. Blue tongues.
No one can stop me.
Rewards, experience points, rolls, and houses.
You're brave from a distance.
84. This is nice, because I'm going to need that one. With time I can replace it in here, making it better again. There's only one way to get there. Wrong one chosen. Doesn't matter. Got the job done anyway. Hey,
Mission completed.
so we left the caves only to be told to return to the caves. And this is still not showing up. What's that? That one? That's it. Next to 72, we'll be finding 8 volts. See what he's got. Usually some are okay.
Thank you very much.
How much? 2.3 gold. Oh! This portal, that boat, is actually going to transport us to one of the other islands. Not going to do that because I don't want to get away from the main quest and everything too much. It would be a long journey anyway. So we're just going back to the caves. Slaughter a bunch of cultists. Go back to the leader. And the nice part is it's in the same direction as our main quest anyway. Yes. And a magic pearl. Nice. And another magic pearl. Well, that was easy. Magic pearls are actually better thing. The stones, yeah, they're needed for the quest, but the magic pearl is better because that's the second item I'm able to use to upgrade my weapons. And this case, him. Currently 38%, and we had blue and a yellow one, 39. So, very useful.
Back to the abyss, creature.
Go. Feels like I'm stronger when I'm fighting from the dolly's back. The only thing
You
it
have
should do
no
is have an
patience.
effect on combat part regeneration.
Finished. On with the text.
Now, it's actually nearby.
That was easy.
Okay, now we do have to take the boat portal. If I actually can. No. Now we can. Usually you only get here when playing the light campaign. Then this guy is the hero. Okay, let's listen. Okay, bang. Only because I did that. Yeah, Mr. Merchant, but I don't have to. Don't have much. So you make way.
Very much.
Wait. Doesn't even. Oh, he had. 228. That bad. So there should be somewhere cave entrance. I think here it is. Which you usually take when playing the light campaign. But like I said, in the light campaign, you would actually end up on this island as well. Hey. Huh. That just messed things up. Done deal. Yes, yeah, he is here. Okay. No, quest doesn't update. So dislike this. Quest isn't updating. It's not the first time I encountered this. It probably won't be the last time I encounter this. But it's really disappointing that a game that's been remastered from a 20-year-old game is having these kind of bugs. Especially when that game is actually your favorite. So let's give it one more try. Oh, I have an idea. If I can figure it. If this doesn't work, I will give up on it. And we will continue the main quest. Nope. It worked.
I'm almost there. I can feel it.
Biffy is stuck.
The next task is waiting.
Wait a minute. Going to kill me because, according to you, somebody told me a lie? Right. I thought there was a warm heartbeat. Well, actually, that's
The
the reason
next
why we're
task
here.
is waiting.
Where's he located? There. So we got yellow items. 2, well, it will never beat what we have now. Unless I find the level 17. No, wait, this is 65. So I might find something close to 80, I think. This way? Looks like it. It doesn't look like it. Oh, okay. We have to take another boat. Hopefully it works this time. It did. So we came from that island, took a boat, now we're here. Leading to. This is funny, because I think it's leading us to somewhere where we are going to be later. Okay. Ah, yeah, they were mentioning something about dragon statue. So we are the sacrifice, methinks.
Mission completed.
So at least we got one step. And it said we had a new quest. Meaning we have to go back into the cave. 60. Still. Okay. So we're going back. The cave. same path as we did before. Get on the glowing boat, all of us. Well, then just sell that one. Oh, wait a minute. My followers are already gone. That's it. In that case, let's make some money. Where's the boat? Oh, past. Question mark is another death for the empty office quest. Able to move the other way around as well. Let's find out. Yeah, I can. It's very simple to figure out. Because when I bring this map, we already have the cave inside. Only a few holes and go past. What is it pointing to? Please don't tell me. No. Because it's showing this. So it is underground. Time to move on. Here's the... Have I been there? No. Light path and dark path. Getting close to each other once again. Not complete. I will get that one. Eventually, both paths end up at the same location, and we have to take the same path again to the final part of this zone. Now, still walking backwards. Kinda like the Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom mine scene, where you actually see them using different tracks, sometimes ahead of each other, sometimes behind each other. This is the dragon area. It's too large. Yep, it updated. Look. So, we are here. The light path is heading that way to the island we came from. Dark path is heading this way. We have to talk to somebody here, and eventually we will end up in that area. So this will get together at some point. If I'm not mistaken, we actually had to fight the dragon here in the light campaign. Well, better said, there it is.
If you want to fight, you have to know how to die.
I'm not sure what he thinks of me killing the young one. Great battle. Let's talk to Nimdulay. Don't you dare to fight me, mate.
Willing and able to help out a poor old dragon for a price? I've lost a claw full of humanoids. They broke the locks to the pantry gates, knocked out the overseers, and vanished. I want you to get them. No need to return them. Do anything you want to them, as long as it's painful and fatal. To tell the truth, I'm done with human flesh, and I advise you to follow my example. The young ones are too skinny, and the older they get, the more they taste like fried jellyfish. Nothing wrong with fried jellyfish, mind you, but at least jellyfish don't have bones. I'm expecting a delivery of freshens of men soon, and I can't wait to try the new creations of my overseer chef. Lizard man tongues and vinegar sauce. Sounds delightful. Don't you agree?
I generally prefer a more balanced diet.
Now that I don't think I need a balanced diet. But anyway, we're not going to find him. Now, where was the treasure chest? Well, at least that part is easy. It's a good weapon for dual wielding. Let's follow the quest arrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. It's going to lead me elsewhere. Dragon tongues and vinegar sauce. Yep, I thought so.
That.
A little bit silly. You escape and you go hiding in the cave close to the dragon. Yeah. Really. Yeah, this is 208. Okay. Done. Back. Now where to? Yeah, that's what I know. It doesn't update the rest.
It can't be far now.
Oh.
Well done. My master is extremely satisfied. He told me to bring you your reward. Unfortunately, he doesn't know the direct route to the old dragon's lair. Dragons have their own secret paths for visiting each other. There's a small outpost near here. The people there know the path to the old dragon. I see you have a heart scale. They also know the ritual of creating an amulet of protection from it. They might not be exactly cooperative, but I'll wager threatening to reveal their location to the local dragon would change their minds. Most people don't fancy the idea of being the main course in a dragon's dinner.
Shit.
At least you can't bring them back to life after.
Okay, set piece, but not for us. So, that path, that way. Meaning we're getting closer and closer to our goal. Also, nice thing to know for those who
How
are
do you
familiar
like the
with
taste
both
of that?
Sacred games. This area looks quite a lot like the fire area where you had to get a heart skill in Sacred Island. There's always been a couple of references to both games in this game, so this is another one. Of course, time frame wise, this one is 2000 years. I went too far. 2000 years or something before Underworld. It's, yeah, like I said, the references are there. That path. Of course, we've got Archer following us. Not for long. Oh, dragons, they are so nice. Let's say, boss mini dragons. Follow the main quest because eventually that may actually take us
Death becomes you.
same area as the side quest. Should anyway.
It's my turn.
That doesn't make sense.
Come here, you.
This is where things start to get for a bit. Another quest. Sure if I'm able to. Yeah?
Daring.
Yeah, I think I am.
That was easy.
And also, good evening. Or actually, I think in your case it's good morning. Sound off, but I'm watching. That's no problem. I don't know. I hope there's no serious reason for the sound being off, but I do hope you're actually enjoying it. And I also hope you're doing well. Since the last time we were here in the stream, 2 weeks ago I think that was actually. So. Because, yeah, I can say all this and you don't even hear it. Of course, that's always typing. Meanwhile, I got 2 levels, so let's get my strength up. Let's get the tactics, armor, halved it, constitution up. Also means yep, bring resilience. I'm going to take that buff, and I think I made a major mistake actually. I should have focused at concentration instead of halved it. Because I want that 3rd buff at some point. Oh well, never mind. Let's think. Defense value harder to hit or reduce the regeneration time of other combat parts. That's a tricky one. Just evade attacks and physical resistance. But this is a tricky one. If I pick defense value, it means I'm getting harder, being harder to hit, which means when we are looking here, this is going up. So in a way, that's a good thing. However, if this means regeneration time of other combat arts, and that means these 3, or these 2 actually, which are both at 4 seconds at the moment, so I do have to work on that buff at some point. Then it will also be beneficial for me. So I have no idea which would actually be the best choice. I'm going with defense. And the reason is that I'm able to get the combat art regeneration time down with concentration in the first place, and with the Malvolent Champion and later the Death Warrior focus. So, in my opinion, defense value is the better choice. Once I'm able to use this. Now, let's move from. I think I'm heading in the wrong direction. Go this way. Five more levels before I'm able to get the big outpost. Won't get to that today, but I will get it. There's also a blue question mark. Every
Run away.
Every character is having a personal quest at some point. And in this case, this is my personal quest.
That's the end of that.
Probably not useful. You never know. 74. Like I said, you never know. That one is useful. Except now I have 3 doing the same thing. So, Mr. Orc, what's your problem? James Orcus. New quest. Waking Death. Talk to Loromir the Wise. Loromir is also the guy you need to talk to when you do the light campaign. Head that way. Because James won't be helping us anymore. So this one is... we've got range damage 27.5%, and what I saw was 200. Okay, everyone's one. Oh, James is actually fine with us. We are already at the convergence point, I think. Do know that, like I said, Boromir is the one you need to talk to for the light campaign.
great
With
exit.
the light campaign, the map was actually updated, and currently it isn't. So I have to search for it. It will update probably when we're getting close to where we have to be. So it's not this direction. That's for sure.
You have no patience.
Let me see. North? Nope. Unless we have a big turn. We have. To the north again. That means at some point we should have a turn. East again. 79. Not needed. The health functions. That helps. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. I know where we are. Problem of playing the light campaign too often is that you have a problem figuring out how the rest is going. But I remember. There's a split coming up, and from that point on we can move to Lord.
How do you like the taste of your own blood?
If I'm not mistaken, right path this time.
Give me more. If you want to fight, you have to know
I have
how
to keep an eye
to
on
die.
my regeneration, although it's not going that bad. Knock knock. Go to me.
This has to be a very special
Ring of
item.
Temptation. Never heard of it? We'll check it in a bit.
I feel no pain.
Though, probably doing something. What is it? Magic fight. Let's check. Chance to find a valuable +3 blacksmith. So I got 2 items that give me a blacksmith boost now. One amulet and that ring. Not bad. That means we still have it at level 1. that means it's already with items at level 6. That's what I like most about games like this. The fact that you can use jewelry or anything to enhance your skill to actually have it way above your level. Then on that heart 10 swamp herbs and the rose of the wind. Also speak with that. So basically this says we have to get skeletons or zombies or ghouls or mummies and take their heart out. Well, skellies probably don't have a heart anymore, but the other ones still do. No, mummies don't, if I'm not mistaken. At least, realistically speaking. Then, swamp herbs. That means we have to go to the swamps. And Rose of the Wind doesn't mention anything, but that large fire is also a hint. So there are actually hints about where to go in this one. James? Undoubtedly take you to the desert. See? There we go. Where is it pointing to? There. Area where we have been at. So we're heading back and we're going to that one. By Mr. Lorimier, you're another reference to the previous Underworld game of Sacred, as you called Lorimier the Wise in that one. Also, Fifi? Not Fifi? Ah, come on.
Game over.
That's a shame. That's a shame. That glitch is actually out of the game. Oh, wait. Revelations. And we have to run all the way back. This is... Am I mistaken now? No. This is the path take in the night campaign. Check if I'm able to work on the sacred. According to what I read, let's put it differently. There's a sacred character creation, nothing, which can be used to alter your character. One of the things you can do is the exception of 2 characters also change their campaign. So, and May that works for this game. People claim it does. If it indeed works for this game as well, then you can actually finish the campaign with this guy, as I intend to do. Use that character thingy to switch to the light campaign and do the whole story again. Except this time from a different point of view. Passing isn't right. Okay, I'm going to move around on the big screen. Oh, hang on. Merchants. I think this is the right path again. Spent all of them. 10k, 3k, 8k. That makes it very easy. Just the wounds, experience, blacksmith. Well, damage physical. Stability not used. That one's useful. 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 Tactics. Not gonna use knockback. 12 physical. After that, magic weaken. Critical. Tactics. Nice. Okay. 3.3 million. Really hope that blacksmithing skill is being solved at some point.
You have no patience.
Yep. Look. Look, look. That's where they come together. So, the path we took with James August actually drove us from the part of the map should be. On the other hand, the map should have updated. In the end, everything comes together again. check again. One side is leading me to this area. I need to go that way eventually. Let's go to the main quest. The side quest for a while. Because if I'm not mistaken, I will get there anyway. Actually get here with the light campaign as well. So let's talk to this guy.
You really would reveal our position, wouldn't you? The dragon would kill us immediately. He won't allow settlements in his territory other than his own breeding kennels. This is blackmail. But I guess we don't have a choice. You want to know the way to the old dragon's lair and get an amulet of protection? Give me your word that you won't reveal our village, and you'll get what you want. Give me the heart scale, and I'll perform the ritual to make the amulet. The old dragon lives west of here. Just follow the path.
It was a pleasure doing business with you guys.
Dragon scale amulets. No, not just leave. No. 36 extra armor and 10% damage over time on fire. So, wow. Now, the irony of all of this, we got a dragon scale amulet. Talk to a dragon. Well, to get the heart skill, we already had to kill a dragon. So in a way, it's useless. But it's nice to have it. So we need to go west here. This is north. Now look. That's the exit. There's a side quest. But that converges again. So let's find the side quest. Go back this way. That's a death. Beer. Third sacrifice. Hops and ball. Well, pointing us to the same exit area. that bottom. This bottom. Because that's pretty close to where we have to go. Eventually we have to go back if we find the beer. Beer.
This has to be a very special item.
Let's check. So, still 60. Still useless. That's Inquisitor set piece, but I already have a 60, so. Quests. Oh. Victims first. We need to go back. And boarding energy door, so it's useless for him. It is useful for the Seraphim or the Temple Guardian. I scared myself because I was checking stuff. There is a bridge nearby. Just got an update about Valheim, one of the games I played as well. Not going to stream it, but I have been playing it, I have been recording it until I messed up. And it seems the release date for Valheim 1.0, including the Deep North biome, is being announced. I will have a look at it later. There are videos out on YouTube, so. Anyway, that's nice news.
The next task is waiting.
But it's not related to this game. I'm going to concentrate on this one. We still need to go that way. The only advantage, we know where to go now. So let's go there. Also need to go past a very annoying piece here. dungeons, but we'll manage.
Don't lose your head.
These guys are showing up more and more. As well as some dragons.
Now it's my turn.
Like this is dragons, but young. Time I get hit, I won't leave. That's what makes these monsters so annoying.
Daring. Give me more pain. I'm laughing myself to death. I've seen worse things than you.
Yeah, worse is the problem. Look at this. Look at all those rocks, bro.
Not bad.
They look like a bunch of rioters. You see the police force coming up.
Damage to kill.
That also means I'm getting damaged a lot more. And like I said, the biggest problem is actually that I don't heal up as long as something is fighting. Let's retreat for a moment. See what I mean? Even when I'm away from them, the moment they start throwing rocks at me, my healing stops. Well, plenty of ways to deal with it. Life leech alone isn't enough. Never has been actually. Basically the whole purpose of the life leech in this game. It's nice to support you,
Stop.
but it's not meant to keep you alive.
distance. My immortal life is painful.
Farming outposts. A lot. Right, he should be here somewhere.
I'm laughing myself to death. You can't stop me either. Ha! Greeted.
Oh. There he is. Finally, that's it. Finally.
Now it's my turn.
I didn't have those skeletons. Why would it be a lot harder? This whole journey would be a lot harder. Oh, he's still above ground. I thought he was below. That's odd, because the quest shows him inside the area. But when we move, try to get close to him, I don't see him. He should be here somewhere.
If you want to fight, you have to know how to die.
So, is it actually pointing the wrong area? It looks like it. And that's the next bug. So let's ignore this quest. Now, I said something about being here before. The other option about that quest could be that the guy is above the surface Oh, he's in a different dungeon. What about this one? Oh, wait a sec. This is the treasure. But it didn't say that. This is what we didn't have, the last part. Longbow, legs, and okay. So that was the reason. It wasn't supposed to point us to the quest giver. It was supposed to point us to the treasure chamber. Right. 79. So we didn't get, because if we look at this location and we look at that, this is probably the gate. A little bit, yep. No, not that one. Oh wait, it's the other way. Something like this, see? Oh, this is probably the treasure chamber. So then it is that. Now it does match. So that was the whole thing. Okay. With that done, let's find a merchant. My lowest is 17 to 23. Now that's better. Plus an extra slot. So yeah, plus a stun. This is actually quite a nice weapon. Can't use it. Sell that one as well. Potions. And 4.6, 10. Tactical pets. Just don't worry. Energy. Blacksmith. Selling price. Special one. If it says modifier enhanced perception, it's always a chance to find some. But I don't have enhanced perception. I'm not going to use it. So have to go all around here, because we are here, but this part of the island, we need to go to that. This part of the island is blocked off, and we need to go there. I think we've already been there. So the only open side quest we have is breaking the depth, and I'm not going to do that yet. We can't talk. We're more killed. Have a nice romantic stroll along the beach with the scullies. Oh wait, I'm going to let the dog out. Like I said, we've already been here. And talk to him.
I have almost reached my destination.
Talk to the next
me
one.
assistance in your battle? Don't be a fool. Why would I care about you or your goals? I come from another dimension, outside of this creation. The religious squabbles of this world do not interest me. Nothing and nobody from your dimension can compete with my power. There is, however, one other creature from another dimension. It's the Karnak. He has learned to use the magic energy that flows through this world. With this additional knowledge, his power could one day rival my own. I have lived to my ripe old age by never letting that happen, so I'll offer you a deal. If you kill the Karnak, I'll tell you where you can find the answers to your questions. On top of that, I might even allow the humans in my pantry to worship your precious cur. It matters not to me what these creatures believe.
He got to his ripe old age, making sure that nobody rivals his power. Yet, instead of dealing with things himself,
Well, I don't really think that cur wants to listen to their whining.
we got a special item.
This has to be a very special item.
Sarakis demise? Yeah. Oh, Circle of Life is the one he was talking about. This is Inquisitor sadness. So, as I was about to say, he's telling about his ripe old age, but instead of dealing with the problem himself, he's got a lackey doing that. In this case, very well. I will deal with that Karnak for you. And this is also why it was called the Karnak Caves. Before I'm going to do that, 74.7% survival bonus. I wonder what it takes to get to 100.
That leaves a scar.
And what the effect is when you have 100. That was a small one. Too bad. Hey, what the heck? Well, it looks like everything is okay on my other screen, so.
Show me what
Somehow
you've
the whole
got.
application changed. There we are, Karnak Cave. Resurrection on that. Last boss fight for the evening.
I think it's time that you let off a little steam. I live beyond fear, demon.
Supposed to do a lot of fire damage. Maybe I should do some fire protection to see what. But so far, it's not that bad. The thing I need to be careful about is those things, because those are fire traps, and fire traps may hurt a lot. And other than that, I'm a little bit disappointed with this boss actually. Or maybe my character is already that strong. as I'm able to defeat the monsters now. That they actually are weaker as I thought. Terrible shuriken actually. Given that it has pacifism, so it's not really useful. And the reason I will show you. Where is pacifism? It's only for PvP. So, in a way, very useful in PvP, not PvE. What I'm doing. While I was at it, 5471. Yeah, it would have been a harder fight if I didn't have the skellies. But still, 3.3, almost 3.4 armor. That's actually less as what I have. I know. Okay, look at this, we have a better, almost better weapon. No, it's not better. Less strength and less tactics, so it's only the chance to freeze that's better. And I'm unable to get the strength and the tactics roll up with those two weapon slots. Too bad. Otherwise it would have been a very nice piece of armor. Anything here? I don't think so. Nope. I actually was thinking right. Very big arena, and in the end, you don't even need it. So, time to meet the old dragon. Finally getting a clue about where we have to go. Well, I don't think we need a clue to where we have to go next, because we already know where to go next. dragon, not a Karnak. Me. The biggest person is great at the moment.
I'll be there soon.
Now let's see, Fifi's still there? Oh. Yes. Off. No, they're still there.
I'm almost there. I can feel it.
No, I can see it.
So mote it be. The answers to your questions can be found in the high temple of the lost city. Once, this was the capital of the ancient elven realm, but now it's deserted and has been swallowed by the jungle in the southlands. It's quite far away, but I can make your trip a bit shorter. Go through this portal. It leads to the lands north of the Southern Sea. When you arrive, find the mark of the skull. One such as you will be welcome there.
People like me are even welcome in hell.
People like me actually came from hell. So, portal. That portal. Now look, look, once again, a clue. Circle. Except the names are wrong. And since the portal isn't working, we're going to go this way. Quest completed. Now, that's where we have to go. And I think, let's see what we got here. Dragon statue. This is going to be for everybody who's having problem with lightning flashes and all that, the worst possible area for it. So for the next episode I will actually there's Fluffy. Sorry, Fifi. I will actually tone that down because it will be very annoying. And now, since we got the portal, I think I will teleport out of it for a while. On the other hand, it doesn't matter because we got the portal, that's what I wanted. And I'm going to move the end screen a little bit earlier as usual, but I think this is a good point to actually end the game. We've defeated the dragons, we went through the Seraphim realm, we went through the Karnak cave, so everything called beyond. And we are currently in the swamps where we will over time get new quests, new main quests, and we have to go through all of it. That'll be a long journey. It's also going to be a fun one. So, although it's not my favorite area, not just because of all those lightning flashes, but also because some of the monsters are actually a pain in the butt. So we're going to see next week about it. For now, everybody who was here, thanks you for watching, and I do hope you've been enjoying it. Everybody who's going to watch the VOD or later the whole stream on YouTube, thank you for watching as well, and I do hope you are enjoying it too. I also hope to see you next time when I'm going to stream this game again. And that'll be next week, because I got an evening shift coming up next week, so I don't have to work on Sunday evenings. Lovely. With that said, have a good week, everybody, and I hope to see you next week. See you then. Goodbye.